Things haven't exactly gotten off to the start that we wanted to for the Las Vegas Raiders. Currently sitting at 1-2. What it do? Second place, or tied for second place with the Los Angeles Chargers for second place in the AFC West. And even though, on paper, it doesn't look awful. Like we said, second place, or at least tied for it. It doesn't look awful, but there's a couple of questions going on with the team right now. So if you guys have been paying attention, or any amount of attention, Davante Adams came out and, after the game was clearly upset with the loss to the Steelers, which, the Raiders probably should have won that game had Jimmy G not thrown 3 interceptions. But this is what Davante Adams said: "We're not going to be the biased media. We're going to bring you guys the actual news." So this was from Christian Arnold. Did a fantastic job here. This is from the New York Post. Davante Adams' message to the rest of the Las Vegas Raiders teammates was as clear as day. Blah, 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 blah. Basically, this was the quote. "I don't got time to wait around. It's not a personal thing," Adams said after the loss. It is a personal thing, but it ain't just about me. It's not my mentality to sit here and try to take all season to figure it out. You use these early games like this to establish our identity. We're not doing the things the right way to establish a winning culture early in the season, so we got to do something to turn that around." And yes, everybody else is going to freak out, basically saying that, he doesn't got time to wait around. Does he want to trade? Does he want out of Las Vegas? Let's take a breath, okay? Because I really agree with this quote. I really agree with where Davante Adams is coming from. In fact, I would say it's the exact opposite. He's not asking for a trade. He's not, demanding out of town, blah, blah, blah. He's saying we need to figure this out. We don't got all season to wait. Time is money, especially when you're in the same division as a team like the Chiefs in the AFC, where there's a lot of other good teams. You got shellacked by the Bills. We don't have time to sit around and wait for this to figure it out now. You have to do the little things right now. You have to figure out your identity, just like Davante Adams is saying, and you have to go from there. And I absolutely agree with it. I think this is what leaders do. They call it like they see it. They do not care about feelings, and at the end of the day, they say what needs to be said. I love Davante Adams. He's just, to me, he's the heart and soul of this team, and he's honestly continued to be that way on the offensive side of the football for the Raiders. So far, through 3 games, 25 catches, 322 and 3 on pace. Not great at math here. On pace for over 100 catches, over 1,800 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And I think that the best is yet to come for this offense, and really the rest of this team. Like I said, again, there's a lot of things going on in this division that do make you take a look at things. And yes, again, you are second place in the division behind the Chiefs and tied with the Chargers. But you have a golden opportunity here to take care of business against the Chargers, to remain solely in second place in the AFC West, and to put the pressure on them. So I really feel like the Raiders are in a really good spot here. I know that a lot of people are boo-hooing and being upset about the whole thing, but here's the reality of the situation. The NFL stands for not for long. So in other words, the Raiders don't have long to figure this thing out. Davante Adams hit the nail on the head here. It's not just about him. He knows that. He displayed that. At the end of the day, the Raiders really don't have room for error here. It is put up or shut up. Get a big time win against the Chargers and find a way to get this thing done, because if you get a win against the Chargers, the pressure is still on, but you're in a much better position as opposed to anything. And quite honestly, hey, it's Charger week. The Raiders do not have time to sit around here and figure this thing out. Needs to be done right now. Find your identity. Get back to running the football with Josh Jacobs. Play better defense, and Jimmy G stop turning the ball over unless we see Aiden O'Connell. Fingers crossed. But at the end of the day, let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let us know what you guys think, though, about is there possibly a culture problem in Las Vegas?